How does a simple rocket launching from Dusty Divot end up causing the Big Bang and the recreation of the Omniverse? Well, this will all be discussed in today's video of how the Big Bang became one of my favorite live events ever. So, without further ado, let's delve into the story. This event starts as The End did back in 2019, but this time something is different. The time machine is strapped onto the rocket, causing it to merge different timelines together and sort of malfunction and turn into different objects from different timelines or just different times in Fortnite's history. The rocket still proceeds its normal objective, which is to unfreeze the meteor, and does so by creating a rift right in front of it and using multiple rockets to pull the meteor into the rift and unfreeze it from its frozen state. But this time, the time machine that was strapped onto the rocket causes more timeline malfunctions, and the meteor starts to glitch and turn into different objects, such as the Greasy Grove taco sign. This may seem as if it has no importance, but I promise you it is much more significant once we get to the second part of the event. One of the 7 rockets then falls from a rift in the sky and aims directly towards the 0 point, launching itself into it. The 0 point, in an attempt to restore itself and help restabilize itself, creates a protective barrier around it. The meteor then falls from the sky with the help of the other 6 members of the 7. Everything seems to be the same until the meteor starts to glitch out again, turning into different objects as it slowly becomes more and more destabilized, pushing itself past the 0 point's protective barrier and directly into the barrier, causing what people think to be a black hole. And that is what it seems like. The island is being sucked back into the 0 point and what we think to be spit back out as a completely different island, but instead, something else happens. When the 0 point falls from the sky, there's a colorful array of lights in the sky, almost as if you're looking at the northern lights. And when the island collapses back in on itself, we don't see a black hole, but instead a flashing light. A light in the distance that shows us maybe there's hope for something. When all of a sudden there's a giant explosion and a giant swirl, almost like it is a Big Bang, which is where the event gets its name from. The rebirth of the Omniverse. We fly through and see a bunch of different portals before being sucked into one, which then turns us into Lego characters, and then a racing mode, and then of course the Eminem concert. So that's it, right? Well, that is, but there's more for me. This event became something special, and while I didn't get to play Chapter 1 myself, this event still holds something dear to my heart and made me feel like I lost something that I had very close to me. This event was definitely very impactful for a Chapter 2 player, and I'll tell you why right now. Being a Chapter 2 player, I never got to play on the Chapter 1 map. I always have all these friends telling me of all the memories they've made on it and how good it was, and I never really understood what they meant until I played Fortnite OG. While it definitely doesn't have as many memories for me as, say, Chapter 2, because I've played on that map for way longer than a 1-month OG season, I do have to say that the island definitely does have its really good features, and I see why people like it a lot. It has a really good assortment of POIs, from Paradise Palms to obviously the best place, Pleasant Park, and overall it just has a good bunch of variety to it that really makes me enjoy the game, and it was really fun to see all my friends come back to play the game for this season, and they're still playing the game in Chapter 5, which I'm really excited to see that they're enjoying the game again. It's really cool to see that sort of thing. But this event made me feel something, and I can't say I understood it to the exact degree that people did when they first saw the live event of The End back in 2019, but I felt the same sort of feeling that they felt. They were losing something that maybe seemed important to them, and while it didn't seem important to me as the same way it seemed important to them, I still felt this map was important to me, not only because I thought it was fun, but because it brought back friends and family. It brought them back to the game, even though they haven't played, some of them in years, others just in months, and it made me feel happy that maybe one thing in Fortnite can make us all feel connected and come together and all enjoy the game. So losing that part that made me feel like everyone was united and as one whole community, that made me feel sort of upset, because let's all be honest, as soon as the season left, everyone started complaining again about everything because it's the Fortnite community, but that's besides the point. I understand why people like the OG map, and this definitely made me feel part of what they felt when this event first happened back in 2019, except this event also made me feel like there was hope for Fortnite still. Recently, the storyline has kind of been lacking, and I know that Donald Mustard hasn't been in office to necessarily, help with the storyline, but having this event basically be a rebirth of the Omniverse definitely paves the way for the new CEO in Chapter 5. So far, the Chapter 5 storyline doesn't have much to it, but it is definitely coming off and starting strong with a big bang, I guess you could say. No joke intended. But overall, this event was definitely really fun for me, and especially being the first live event we'd had in over a year, it was significantly better than Fracture. And despite all the complaints that I'm seeing about the event, about it being short or it being one big ad, I don't necessarily care, because all the things that they were promoting were really cool, really fun, really unique ways to play Fortnite that we've never necessarily seen before. So it was definitely something that I enjoyed seeing myself. The rocket racing mode is one of my favorite modes that they've ever added to Fortnite. I don't even really play racing games that much, but rocket racing is just really fun. I don't know what it is. But with that being said, it did sort of have its flaws. Obviously, there wasn't as much storyline as I would like, but then again, it was also kind of a soft reboot of the storyline. One thing I do like, however, is the fact that they brought back Jones in Chapter 5, rebirthed as Vengeance Jones. I like that he has stubble now. He's gone from like this goofy character to now this character that has lost basically everything, because if you guys haven't read the comics, he just doesn't die. He lives forever, and he's lost everyone that he's loved, and now he's lost the last person that he had a connection with, which is Sloane, to cause the Big Bang and reform the Omniverse. Which is it's pretty deep when you think about it, but I'm yapping right now. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was kind of just a short little video of me talking about how I like this event, why I like this event. Just something for me to get out there, because I haven't really been posting too much. I've been trying to do a couple of things when it comes to posting and having better quality, that sort of thing. So I hope this is better quality than the videos that I've posted before. If not, let me know. I'll try to figure something out. I'm not too sure. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.